Hello everyone, I'm a student of Dr. Denise Robinson's. My name is Emmy, and today I'm going to show you how I study my Spanish vocabulary words using Google Sheets. So the first thing I did was get them in there. I actually copied mine from Quizlet, but you can also, it's actually much easier, just type them into Google Sheets. So I'm going to tab over to my completed, or Alt tab over to my completed Google Sheet now, and once you've gotten all your words in there, I can show you how to sort based on the difficulty of remembering them and randomize them and hide them. So it makes studying really easy.
Spanish vocab table, Google Sheets, Google Chrome. To move to an item, press the arrow. School A2.
When you get your sheet, make sure to name it so that you can find it again, because it'd be really bad if you did all that work and then couldn't find it. So I use this Google Sheet just as a sighted kid would use flashcards. So column A is the front of the card, so that's the English word, while column B is the back of the card, which is the Spanish word. And then column C, I actually have as a difficulty column. Let me actually just tab through the columns so you can hear them.
English, school A2.
So
English A1. Inside
English. So here's the English word in A1. Then the next is
Spanish B1.
That's the Spanish column. So all the English words are in column A, and all the Spanish words are in column B.
Difficulty C1.
And then difficulty is in C1. So what I do in this column is when I'm going through my word, if I really have it and it's just snap, I got it, I put in a 1. But if I had no idea, or I got it really way off, or I'm just really confused on that word, I'll put 5, or any myriad of numbers in between, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. And then I'll show you later how I ascend those, how I sort them, and then I hide them based on that number. So next is
Notes D1.
Notes, and this is the column. There's a couple of words in here, such as words talking about frequency, where they go in specific parts of the sentence. I haven't put them in yet, but I just wanted to make sure I reserved a column to put in extra notes I need to write about specific words.
Unit E1 as filter.
And then this is the unit. So basically, my Spanish is organized into 2.1 and 2.2. So if you want, you can keep them in the units if you'd like. So I just have the unit in there. Same thing for the subject.
Subject F1.
So the subject, like there's telling time, days of the week, things like that.
Original order.
And then the original order, you don't have to have this, but I did, where I just put numbers 1 through 45 or 1 through however many things you have, so that if you want, you can always sort back to the original order of the Spanish, of the vocabulary list, just in case, like if you're talking to another kid and they've got theirs in a specific order, then in the original order, then you can do that, but you don't have to. So let me go back to my first column and I'll get into how you use it to study.
School A2.
Okay, so I'm on my first column
English
here,
A1. Inside frozen.
and this row is actually frozen, but that's why when I press Control Home, it's not bringing me to A1, but A2.
School A2.
So here is my first word. It's school, and I think school is la escuela. So now would be a great time to connect your Braille display if you have one, so you can read the Spanish words and the English words, because JAWS mispronounces the Spanish words if you don't have a Spanish voice. And also it's just good to read them. So I have my Braille display connected, so I'm going to read school. Then I'm going to press space with 4-5, so 4-5 chord, or on the keyboard you press tab.
Spanish La Escuela B2.
So for Spanish, I was right, it's la escuela. So that means I'm going to tab again.
Difficulty 3 C2.
Now the last time I studied this, it was medium hard for me to remember, but now it's really easy because I've been studying it. So I'm going to put in a 1 here.
1 C2 edit combo 1 to set the value, use the arrow keys or type the value. Computer Braille class A3 English C2 set to 1.
And then I just press enter again and it brings me to the next row. So now it's la clase, or no, it's class, and I think that's la clase. So, but now it's getting really boring because I know the exact order of these words because I've been studying them like this. So now we have to randomize the rows in order to actually be studying them in a good way, so you're not just memorizing the order. So what you want to do is go to the top.
School 8. English A1.
Make sure on the row below your headers.
School A2.
So like your first vocab word. Then you're going to Control Shift right arrow until you include all your columns, and then Control Shift down arrow until you've got all your rows. So let me go ahead and do that.
Lost Wayla 1. 2.1. 1 selected. School A2 through 1G2 selected.
So I've got all my words here. Now I'm going to Control Shift down arrow to get all, I've got all my columns here. So now I'm going to Control Shift down arrow to get all of my rows.
Edit combo. English Spanish difficulty notes unit subject original order class lock list.
And I'm just going to assume it has them all. So now I'm going to Alt/ to get to my search box.
Alt/ menu. Search the menus. Alt + / edit combo.
So this is just the menu where you search to do pretty much anything you want. I'm just going to type in rand.
R-A-N-D. Insert function. Rand.
And I'm not inserting this function, so I'm going to down arrow a couple times until I hear randomize range.
Randomize range.
There it is. So let me just press enter.
Enter. Leaving menus. Edit combo. English Spanish difficulty note. English A1. Inside.
Now I still got my headers up here because, as you remember, we didn't select them. But below that is my words, and hopefully they're randomized.
Schedule A2.
And all right, they are randomized. So now they're in a completely new order. And remember, I had my original order. So if you don't like the order they're in, you can either undo your randomized range, or if you put in that column, you can sort. So now I've got my new order, and I can do the same thing I did before. So here's schedule, then I tab, but I have no idea what schedule is. Like, no clue.
Spanish El Horario B2.
It's El Horario. So and I don't say the H, so it's actually El Horario, and I'm struggling to say that. I'm also struggling to remember it and to spell it, so
difficulty 5.
we're just going to make sure that's still a 5, and it is. So I just say that a couple times. But I want to make sure.
Notes blank D2.
Hold on, guys.
Difficulty 5 C2.
And now I'm going to go to the next row to see if it's any different.
C2 edit combo 5. To set the value, use the arrow keys or type the value. Computer braille. Glass of ... A3 English.
Glass of, I know it's el vaso, I think el vaso de.
Spanish el vaso de ... B3.
Yes, I was right. It's el vaso de.
Difficulty 4 C3.
So it's on a 4, but I'm going to make it a 3.
3 C3 edit combo 3. To set the value, use the arrow.
Now that it's on a 3, it's no longer as difficult. So I don't want to see that 3 now. I want it at the bottom so I can be studying things that matter. So what I'm now going to do is sort by this column so that all the 5s are at the top and all the 1s are at the bottom. And I'm actually going to hide the 1s, and I'll show you guys how to do that. So I go up to the top here.
English.
Here's my header, English, right arrow to Spanish.
Spanish B1.
And I'm going to right arrow to difficulty.
Difficulty C.
Down arrow once.
5 C.
I'm in my first difficulty rating, and I'm actually going to Control Shift down arrow until it gets to the bottom of this, because I don't have numbers in all of the cells. So I'm going to Control Shift down arrow until I get all of them.
3 5.
It's helpful to know
3 selected. 5 C2 through 3 C120 selected.
how many rows you have, so it's easier to know that you've selected them all.
1 selected. 5 C2 through 1 C123.
Just a couple more.
Edit combo. English Spanish difficulty notes unit subject
And
original order glass of ...
I believe.
5 C2 through 4 C146 selected.
Yep, that is all of them. Now all of the rows in that column that have numbers are selected. So now I'm going to go, I can do it 2 ways. I can do it with the search box, or I can do it with the menu. I'll show it with the menu first, and then I'll do the search box. That way, if you forget what it is, you can always go into the menu and find it. So Alt-D for data.
Alt-D menu, data validation V to move through items, press up or down arrow.
I don't know the shortcut, so I'm going to down arrow until I find sort.
Data clean, split text, sort sheet S black right pointing pointer sub menu.
So Alt-D and then S, and then you're going to write under that.
Sort sheet by column C A to Z.
And now this says sort sheet by column C. Yes, that's what I want to do. A to Z. That means like from the first number 1 to the last number 5. I don't want to do that. I want the hardest ones first, so I'm studying those the most. So I'm going to down arrow.
Sort sheet by column C Z to AZ.
Sort sheet by column C Z to A. That's what I want, because I want the hardest ones first. But if you go down,
Sort sheet by column C A to Z.
That's all it says. So it's those two options for sort sheet. And you want to make sure that you press sort sheet and not sort range or sort column. So I'm going to go to sort.
Sort sheet by column C Z to A.
There's Z to A. It's the second option. So I'm just going to press enter.
Enter. Leaving menus. Edit combo. English, Spanish, difficulty, notes, unit, subject, original order,
now
appointment.
I'm going to show how you do it with the box. So just
Alt/menu. Search the menu. A-O-R. Add short. Show. Search the menus. Alt S-H. Automatic S-O-R-T. Sort sheet by column C A to Z.
So if I type in sort to the box, then I have column C A to Z.
Sort sheet by column C Z to A.
And there's sort sheet by column C Z to A. That's what I want. I can just press enter, but I've really already done it, so I don't need to.
Enter. Leaving menus. Edit combo. English, Spanish.
Okay.
Difficulty C1.
So now on my difficulty column, the hardest ones are first.
5 C2 out.
So now all of these are 5s.
5.
And then if I keep going down, I'll find some 4s and then 3s and then 2s and then 1s. So this is a really easy way to first randomize your study words and then sort them by how hard it was for you to remember them so that you can go by them and study what really matters, because it's kind of pointless to keep studying words that you know right off the bat constantly. I mean, it's good to study them once in a while to make sure you keep them fresh, but if you've already got them, there's no point in studying them again in the same day or in the same study session. So I actually am going to hide all my 1s because I don't want them. And I don't want them, if I randomize these again, I don't want them in the list because I know them perfectly well. So now I'm going to page up until I find a 2.
Page up 1, C90. Page up 3, C64.
Just kidding, that's a 3, so I'm going to page down again.
Page down 1, 2, 1.
And there's my first 1. So now I'm going to Control Shift down arrow.
1.
And I have all of those 1s. So now I'm going to Alt/.
Window/.
So now I'm going to Alt/.
Alt/menu. Search the H. Learn how to create hide rows 92 1D. Hide rows 92.
And I'm just going to type in hide, but it already brought it up. So there's my hide rows. And it wants to hide 92 through some big number. I believe 120 or something. But it's going to hide all of those rows that have a 1 in the difficulty column.
Enter. Leaving menus. Blank. C100. 2. C. Span. 8. Difficulty. Blank. C100.
As I suspected, there's no 1s in this now. So let's say I'm going through here, and this is a 2.
2. C91.
Let's go to the beginning.
Home. English. During the evening. A90.
During the evening. The last time I did this, I thought it was pretty easy, but I didn't get it right off the bat. But now I know that during the evening is por la noche. And I know that pretty easily. So I'm going to tab.
Spanish. Por la noche. B91.
And I was correct. It's por la noche. So
difficulty 2. C91.
First of all, I'm going to switch the number in the difficulty column from a 2 to a 1.
1. C91 edit combo 1. To set the value, use the arrow keys or type the value. Computer braille. 1 add to 1 must. It is necessary during the evening. Difficulty 1. C91.
So now that's a 1. So now what I'm going to do, it's really easy. I just go into Alt/.
Menu. Search A-D. Hit. Learn how to hide row.
And now I just type in hide and it says hide row.
Enter. Leaving menus blank.
And I press enter on that. And now since it's a 1, I had to go in and manually hide the row, but it's really easy. Now that word is not in the list anymore. It's not deleted. I can always get it back pretty easily. But now I don't have to deal with it while I'm studying because I know that during the evening is por la noche and I know it very well. So if you want to get all of your hidden stuff back, you just
schedule A2
go in
English.
Here, press Control A.
A2 English schedule English A1 through 82 G146 selected.
I'm just going to Alt/.
Menu. Search the menus Alt plus select.
Unhide.
U. The N. Undo Control H. Unhide rows Control plus Shift plus 9.
Unhide rows is Control plus Shift plus 9.
Enter. Leaving menus English A1. English A1 through.
I'm just going to make sure.
To where A146. Rows. Spanish. English to where A146. Spanish inverted. Inverted
And
question mark.
they're all here.
English. How many? Map. English A1. Inside frozen row.
They're all there. All of my original words are all unhidden now. And if I want, I can re-randomize them and start the process all over again for a fresh study session. But since I've been studying for a while, I won't study again until tonight or whenever I get time, maybe during lunch. So thank you guys so much for watching this easy solution to learn how to study or, study your vocabulary or whatever else you have to study using Google Sheets. And it's really easy with screen readers, and it's just about the same as using flashcards if you're a sighted kid. Goodbye, and thank you so much.